We're going to talk about my results from a company called My Heritage. And I just think it's really funny. So I'm going to talk about it because I feel like it. Welcome. Welcome. Weighing out I'm kind of like flabbergasted at the whole process. And so this is going to be my breakdown of my heritage experience. I'm a very different type of individual because I'm wanted because of who I am in the ethers as a healer. I deal with a lot of unwanted company, unwanted onlookers. So for a while, I would have never had done this blood work test back in the day because I was at a point to where I was so paranoid about being a very powerful witch, knowing that I'm being, followed and hunted. I've never felt comfortable enough to share any of my private information outside of the entity I call I. So when I evolved and decided to do this, my heritage as a healer, as a witch, not a human, not a sleeping zombie, as a healer, as a witch, it kind of took me to a dark place where I realized, okay, I need to know a little bit more about who I am. I need to share a little bit more about my history. Okay. So welcome to all who comes in or who leaves. Thank you for stopping by. This is more so for me than anybody else outside of me, but I choose to share it, I guess you would say. I choose to share it on my own plane, on my own atmosphere, on my own plateau. And again, the old Ish would not have never put in a blood request from an entity like My Heritage or Ancestry.com or whichever ones you decide to go to, because I know who I am and I know how important I am. But I've gone through my evolution to the point where I know I can't really be touched for too tough for too long. And I needed very chaotic questions to be answered, and I got that. But let me tell you something. Do not allow these My Heritage's blood results really take you out of who you are too hard. Now, as a healer, I have received a lot of information regarding on where I'm from and origin and who I've come from. And I purposely did the test just to see how accurate some readers have been with me to the readings I've given myself. Because to be honest with you, I know where I come from. So doing this My Heritage test was like, okay, let's see how badass of a witch I am. Because I already know where the fuck I came from. I remember mad lives, so I know where the fuck I came from, right? Blissed and fire to my YouTube family, and blissed and fire to my Facebook family. I'm sharing my very weird experience now with fucking My Heritage. I feel like weird, yo. And Please understand that when you're about to get some heavy information that's going to change your life, please understand that shit will hit the fan, okay? Shit will hit the fan. Perfect example. Long story short, I purchased some items unexpectedly that I was loading in my car. And then out of the blue, there were a couple of men outside of the store that I was at, decided to be too much into my information. So I checked them and told them to mind their fucking business. Anyway, long story short, Dark Goddess got into an argument yet again with a bunch of imbecilic, negative men who don't know no better. Don't curse. Don't curse. Don't you dare, man, come at me and tell me as a woman I can't curse. You are not my child. I am not your child. Don't tell me when to cuss and when not to cuss. I do what the fuck I want. Anyway, I got into a fight with a couple of men to the point where this homeless individual decided he wanted to play a game with me and took one of my items and ran off with it. I didn't even notice the man took my item. Yes, motherfuckers, the man touched my shit that I was packing in my car. And he took it away from me and decided to hide it from me. And then the worker at the store was like, Miss, I think he took something from your car. I was like, anyway, long story short, I went through a whole situation today with an ignorant ass homeless individual. And it's just a little scraping of what I know is going to happen in the world, which is people are going to stop giving a fuck. The call time for cops are going to be longer. And motherfuckers are not gonna care. To my sisters, watch the fuck out. Because now with this new mask law, if a motherfucker rapes you in the street, the cops ain't gonna be able to help you no more because that motherfucker got a mask on, and identifying that motherfucker's gonna be even harder. Protect your neck. So anyway, long story short, I got my items back. I checked that nigga. I got what I needed from him to hex his bitch ass later. Because I don't play with motherfuckers playing with me. I don't give a fuck how broke you are. I don't give a fuck how much no homes you got. You fuck with me, you get fucked down. So I got the picture that I need to do what I need to him for fucking with me. Because I feel when you touch someone's items, you're giving them permission to fuck with you however you choose. And that homeless motherfucker fucked around with the wrong motherfucking one today. Anyway, the reason I brought that story was this. You will have information coming to you, and the energies around you are either upset or they're excited or they're giving you a sign about this wonderful information coming to you. So you have to be aware and you have to be privy to energetic energy. So when great things are about to happen, when secrets are being revealed or when secrets are about to be revealed, usually you are hit hard by chaotic energies to set you up, to prepare you, to warn you shit is about to go down. So when I got home today, I realized that the MyHeritage information has been put up. Now, I've had a lot of divinators share with me where they think I come from. I've also had a lot of deities and ancestors. I have a lot of deity ancestors that share much information about family and about bloodline. So I was looking forward to getting this information just to see if my blood reflects what I've been told from the ethers. Now, you guys, I have to warn you, I am a very dedicated ascension individual. So my search for my history started way before MyHeritage. I was the annoying family member that would stay bombarding her mother with, okay, so who did you date before dad? How did you get in connection with him? What's the name of your mom? What's the name of your dad? You never met your dad? Like, I would always bombard my mother with questions regarding her past, because I knew from before my heritage that your family's past, especially parental units, are important in understanding why you do things the way you do, why you tend to vibe on certain levels with your parental units. You know, what are the restrictions with your parental unit? Usually, the shortcomings of your parents can easily be explained by the background history story of their life. But if your mother or your father was like my parents, they not trying to share with you none of the mistakes they went through. The parents of nowadays don't understand sharing to their children their mistakes right now makes them into a greater tomorrow. So you got a lot of fucked up parents that refuse to share the history because they're ashamed. You got a lot of parents who refuse to give their children the little tidbits of their past. So they got to go to fucked up fucking entities like MyHeritage and Ancestry.com to get the fucking answers that they should have got from their fucking parental units. I'm sorry, you guys. The guy who had the nerve to touch my fucking mirror as I was putting it in my car fucking pissed me off. He thought it would be funny to fucking pick up my fucking mirror and hide the shit and run away from me. Okay? These true informations will come to you. The question is, are you open enough to see the answers that they are revealing to you? So, as a girl who would bombard every there was a time, blissed and fired. Hey, Christina Tina, how's that baby going? Make sure you eat right, or the baby situation is not going to be a good one. Make sure you eat right. You are not eating right, Christina Tina. I shouldn't have even looked at your name because you threw me off. But you are not eating right, Christina Tina. So start eating right. Take care of yourself and all the ones you love. You're not eating right, baby girl. All right. So because my mother had a problem with sharing history, I always was the hunter, the traveler, looking for information. And I didn't stop at my mother. Oh, yeah. I remember there was a point in my journey that I was like, fuck it. Nobody want to talk about the fucking past. And I need to know about the past to move to the future. So fuck it. I started visiting family members. I started asking questions. They looked at me like I was smoking crack. No, seriously, go to a family member and ask them what they were doing at the age of 17 and who were they dealing with and the situations they ran into when they were young. They get very close lips. They don't want to share the mistakes. When it comes to me and my son, I share as many mistakes with my son as I can, because the only way these children will learn is by their own mistakes and by learning through the mistakes of their parents. How the fuck your kids are going to learn if you tight-lipped and don't want to tell them the mistakes that made you who the fuck you are right fucking now? So I would do my due diligence before my ancestry. I asked the hard questions. Shit, bitch. I remember there was a part in my ascension where, because I knew my gift took my memory, I wanted to create a family tree, because I know there will be a point in my life that death, let me tell you something. Death is scared of me, so I'm not seeing death no time soon. I'll fuck around and forget who the fuck my son is before I die too soon. I'll be here a couple more decades. I'll be here to see the tomfoolery of this world, at least for 3 more decades to come. But with that being said, I've realized that I needed to know this information. So it started before this fucking blood test. Do not let these blood tests dictate who you are. These blood tests is just a little estimation of where you come from. I remember when my mom told me about my grandfather, the father that was never there in her life, and how he ran off to Syria and never fucking came back. I already knew Middle Eastern was in my blood. Okay? So all you motherfuckers who don't fuck with the Talmud, Be careful what you say, because you might fuck around and fall in love with that bitch. And she fucking 50% Tamanu and look all fucking black, bitch. The fuck? Don't let these bloodline origins throw you off track of who and what you are right now. These are just not even predicators or pre-indicators. These are just elements within your creation. These are just parts of you that make up the gumbo of who the fuck you are. So when I went to myancestry.com, I already knew that my bloodline was strong in Syria, because the gods already showed me, and my mom shared because she got tired of me asking information about her father, which she really didn't know too tough. But I knew he was from Syria, and I already knew about that. So I think that's funny that through the confirmation of the blood test, the actual DNA, they make you go in your mouth this way with some cotton swab, and you got to send in the DNA packet to them, and in a couple of weeks you get to read your information on your file. Okay, what's making me laugh about my heritage? I think they're wrong. I think my blood fucked with their whole fucking test, and they weren't sure what the fuck to tell me when they tested my shit. I'm just saying, my nigga, I'm a hybrid for real, okay? The only reason I say this is because this makes no sense to me. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, purposely, I ain't going to tell y'all my 1, 2, 3, 4, the first 6, because I'm about to hit up those ancestors, and they's about to break me off. But can I talk about the European? Okay, because they break it down in African ancestry, European ancestry, and Middle Eastern ancestry. We ain't gonna talk about my African ancestry because I'm gonna talk to them personally. Now I got the amounts. Now I know how to deal with my fucking ancestors. I'm gonna talk to my ancestors privately, because we got some shit to do this next decade. I want to talk to you guys regarding my European extraction of my DNA results with my heritage. Let's get it. First of all, I know I'm not going to talk about the European part, the African part of my ancestry. But real quick, I'm going to say this real quick. Nowhere in my African ancestry, it says Haiti. It nowhere says Haiti, but I guess Haiti is not considered African. Maybe it's my genetic groups, and I knew this already because I've always connected to fucking Odin. He revealed to me early in my life, so I knew this, but they have a section where it's called genetic groups, and my genetic group is Syria, Lebanon, and fucking Turkey. I know I'm not part of my Syria, Lebanon, and Turkey. It makes sense. I used to always be upset at how thin my hair was when I was a kid. I hated the fact that, my hair can make cute, puffy twist, but my hair was so thin compared to other Black girls. My hair wasn't thick like Black girls. And to be honest with you, the first perm I put in my hair destroyed my length, destroyed my texture, and destroyed, sadness right now because I remember that moment, and destroyed the texture and the bounce of my hair. The first perm I put in my hair fucked up my hair. And now I know why. I used to always bitch about my thin hair. And the reason why was because in my blood, my genetic origin is Syria, from what they say, which makes sense, which makes fucking total sense. Okay. Let's talk about my European heritage, please. Let's talk about my European heritage. Listen, bitch. They say, wait, I am 24% Italian. Oh, that's amore, eh? A little bit of close, eh? Huh? A little bit of Italiano, eh? Wait, my cousin Sammy. There's a reason why we yellow like that. I could see that in my cousin Sammy, the Italian blood within us. Definitely, I could see that in my cousin Sammy. But it shocks me to know that in my blood, there is 24.8% Italian blood. That's amore! When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore. Oh, shit. I love pizza. That is why pizza, me and my son, Audrin, can eat pizza every day and not get sick of pizza. It's the Italian in our blood. Yo, I'm sorry. Okay. No, I think the African portion is wrong. It makes sense. But to be honest with you, the percentage for the second level, I thought would have been the first. And the percentage for the first level, what they're telling me, would have been more like the third and the fourth. Do you know that I'm 2.6 Middle Eastern? Well, that's the Syria part of it. But again, my mother's daddy is from the Middle Eastern. He's from Syria. And I am 1.3 West Asian. Oh, I'm going to Google that. 1.3 West Asian. Ooh. Wow. Thing is, if that's supposed to be green, okay, so they're saying I am that percent for that culture. That is crazy. So then I am like 80% African, and the rest are lesser hybrid cultures. That's good. My purity. Oh my God, this can't be right. But why? Because the part where it says it's the second level, I think should be the first. Who's that? Oh, shit. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, God. Okay. There is a part of the DNA where they call it DNA matches. And they give you the shared amount of DNA with that person. Okay, wait, who is that? That's not a lot. 0.6%. Okay. I don't know how this is so. Okay. Okay. This is so deep. This is so fucking deep. and I'm going to make sure that so-called family members are protected. But okay, listen now, I'm not the smartest one in the bunch, but in my DNA file, there's an overview. There's an ethnicity estimate, which what we went through, the different cultures that you're estimated your blood is from, the blood they got from the swab. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is more stronger except blood. Now, if you wanted a true DNA sample, you would extract blood. So they could only get but so much information with the cotton swab. And then they have DNA matches. What are DNA matches? We humans are more similar than you think. We people share 99.9% of their DNA sequence in common. Only the remaining 0.1 differs from one person to another. Wow, only 0.1? This page lists your DNA matches. These are people who are likely to be your relatives, close or distant, but because there are significant similarities between their DNA and yours within the 0.1%. For every DNA match, the page displays the estimated relationship between you and the other person based on the quantity and characteristics of the DNA that you share with that person. If your match has a family tree, you'll also be able to view it and get more insight about how the two of you are related. We recommend that you contact your top DNA matches in order to exchange information about how you may be related. Ooh, Jesus. Okay. There's one family member. There's no pictures. And to be honest with you, these could be family members that I already know. But because my memory is not the greatest, I would have to look at the person, and even their name won't help. To be honest with you, because of my memory problem, I have family members still upset with me to this day because I forget their name. Because I was notorious for going to family functions and saying, "Oh, cousin, what is your name again? Oh, cousin, what is your name again?" And a lot of family members would talk shit in their mind about me not remembering their name or roll their eyes or be upset, not realizing that I deal with a serious, real mental issue when it comes to remembering. Ever since a major fall I had when I was a kid with my grandmother, my mind has dealt with short term and long term memory loss. So to have your cousins upset at you because you can't remember their name, knowing damn well if you could remember their name, they would. So this could be a family member that I already know. But I just think it's amazing that through the DNA, they found one person who is a 0.6% match to me. And she shared two segments, and the largest segment was 30.6. She's my third or fifth cousin. And then there's another cousin at 0.6%. And these looks like all of my Puerto Rican cousins. Oh, shit. And then there's another cousin who is 0.6% too. And I've never heard this name before, so I know it's not a cousin I've spoken with before. Arez Ruiz. Who the fuck is that? I don't know. But again, this could be another family member that I have met in my childhood but have forgotten. Oh, no, nope. Because the first two are from Puerto Rico. Oh my God. And one of them is 70 years old. And then Mrs. Riviera is 80 years old. Oh, shit. These bitches are not even in the U.S. And they share blood with me. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. And they old, too. Oh, it makes me want to meet them. They're so old. Oh, shit. Breathe, Ishra. Breathe. It's just really sad that you'll have family members that you know who don't give a fuck about you, and then to find out that you got family members that you didn't even know you had before. Shit is crazy. One is 70 and one is 80. confirm how eternal you are. Damn, I got blood relatives 70 and 80 in fucking Puerto Rico. Wow, that's amazing. It's amazing. God damn. There's another lady in the US, Dr. Franz. I think that's my relative that I'm familiar with. Dr. Franz. I know him. And that's another thing. You could have family members that's gotten married and they've changed their name, so I won't recognize them. But I don't recognize this lady. I don't recognize this cousin neither. Oh my God, Miss Elizabeth, you're my cousin. Hello. She's 60 years old. Damn, all my people are old. All right, I'm not looking past 0.5. All the ones that I looked at are 0.6 matches. Wow, that is so deep. And most of the matches are Puerto Rican, Hispanic matches. That shit is deep, yo. I still think it's wrong about the location of my African heritage. Damn, they cannot be right about this African. Okay, I agree with Kenyan. I agree with Kenyan. I remember when the Kenyan gods came through. But that first one, the fuck? I don't agree with that shit. Italian, 24%? That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. Oh, wow. No, I got relatives who are 80 years old out there. That's deep. That's deep. That's fucking deep. Me, I respect old age and being on this land for so long. So to have old family members out there, one was in Puerto Rico, another one was in the US. It's a beautiful thing, you guys. So what have I learned from my heritage initiation? I've learned that I'm a powerful motherfucker with a lot of help. And anytime I need help, I can go straight to the source and get the help I need to make shit move in my atmosphere. Oh, shit. This is heavy, yo. This is heavy. I've always wanted to visit Sierra Leone. I've always wanted to visit Sierra Leone. Now I know why. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, that makes sense. The 2.4%. But to be honest with you, what's funny is that 2.4% revealed themselves to me way early in my ascension. So I think it's funny that in my North African heritage, I only have 2.4%. But in the North African heritage, you have Libya, Algeria, and Egypt. And my Egypt gods came to me early in my ascension. So I find it funny that even though through blood, my Egyptian gods are only 2.4 in my blood, but still they revealed themselves early, even though the amount of their kinetic power is not high. It's only 2.4% for the North African side of blood in me. Wow, that's amazing. That is so funny. Okay. This is how come. Okay. If you're going to ask me as a healer, what can I tell you about my heritage that maybe some other person hasn't told you? Because as a healer, I work with energy. So I'm privy to a little bit more information than someone who's just doing this test to find out their history. And to be honest with you, what they consider West Asian, what they consider West Asian is Iraq, Syria, Turkey, Georgia, and Azerbaijan. Now, I know for a fact that my mother's father ran off to Syria, where he comes from, and he is from Syria. So I find it ironic that this test only says I am 1.3% because they consider Syria West Asian. I would think that this percent would be a little bit higher because I know for a fact that my mother's father is from Syria. So I feel that number should be higher. But because it's really hard to quantify such a powerful specimen such as mine, I think they did the best they could do with what they had. The best they can do. This makes no sense. This makes no sense. The biggest percentile they say I am makes no sense. And I'm not agreeing with it. I'm not. I agree with the 2%. Okay, I agree with the 3rd because I remember when Congo came to me. Okay, but again, this is considered a small percentile as a whole. Fucking Italian, 24%. So I'm thinking, okay, this is just me, Spirit Ishura, thinking. It's either my mom was lying to me or my mom's dad lied to my mom's mom about where he's from. Because from what this test is saying, most likely my grandfather comes from Italy, comes from the Italian regions. Okay? Comes from Italy, come from Italy, because that percent they're giving me, it makes sense if my mother's dad came from Italy and not from Syria. But she says he came from Italy. But the test results look like he's more from the man who fucked my grandmother is more Italian than Syrian. But she says he's from Syria. That is unbelievable. Yes. And even in the Middle Eastern section of the culture of my blood, because you might get Syria confused because she said he's from Syria. There are Syrias in different areas, and there's a Syria also in Middle Eastern. When my mom told me about Syria, that's what I thought it was, Middle Eastern. But there's a Syria also in the Asian areas, and there's a Syria spelt differently in the Middle Eastern areas. But still, it's a low amount. It's next to Sudan and Yemen. And it's 2.6, and it's also considered Egyptian. And that's why the Egyptians spoke to me early and spoke to me quick. But again, all of the deities that came to me early in my walk, they're all low numbers. So I don't think the tests are as accurate as they would like them to be. And because the tests are not as accurate as they would like to be, I would say, my love, to be very cautious on to affirm or be very cautious to agree fully of what your test results have said. Because to be honest with you, I believe you can fuck around and get a DNA boost of energy that is nowhere near your bloodline, and that affects, in my opinion, the blood. I don't agree. All right. To be honest with you, I don't agree with my results. I don't. But I'm going to look into it, and I'm going to do some more due diligence, and I'm going to check into it. But all of the cultures that are low numbers were the first cultures that came to me, to my ascension, to help me through the rough passage, to help me through the way. So what is blood? What makes blood more or less? What predicates, blood or no blood? You know what I'm saying? To me, long story short, what I learned through this trial is that you could be from one place, but totally use the energy and magic from another place and be totally at peace with mixing all the places simultaneously in a beautiful gumbo of greatness. There are no restrictions, not even in blood, motherfuckers. Let me say it again as a dark goddess for my slow motherfuckers in the back. I love you. There are no restrictions. There are no limits. And there are no borders. Nothing has borders. Everything is touchable. And everything is fair game as we move forward this 2021. So know that this is not the end all be all. Know that this is just a breakdown, if you will, of prospective energy sources that you can utilize and that you can connect with and that you can vibe with and that you can build with and become the greatest motherfucker that you choose to become. And it's not about how people outside of you think. It's how you feel about yourself. So if wanting to know your history is a part of that journey, do that. But don't let it be the end all be all, because I'll say it right here. I do not agree with my test. Because to be honest with you, all the deities that came to me hard and strong in the beginning of my quest, they all have low percentage numbers. The main fucking deities. Okay, that would explain why I had a desire to go out there and, okay, I get that. Okay, I get that. Because I did have a very strong desire to visit Africa, a strong one. So it makes total sense. But the region they're saying I'm from, I don't agree with. I don't. So don't let this test be the end all be all. Take the information and keep what you can use and let go of what you don't need or can't use. That's my motto for 2021 this year. I'm only keeping what I can use. I'm giving out or releasing or letting go all of the pieces or the parts that don't service me. So as we close, get into letting go of the pieces that don't serve you. To be honest with you, I know why I'm 25% Italian. No wonder I have such a fucking high sex drive. I thought it was my Haitian side. Nah, it's the Italian side. I am an Italian stallion, beastmaster for real. Now I know why I like to drink. Fucking Italians are notorious for vineyards and making wine. No wonder I like to drink and have sex. I'm 24% Italian. The fuck? I should have known. No wonder I'm a banging ass bitch in bed. I'm Italian. The fuck? No wonder I make a mean ass pizza and a bomb ass spaghetti. No blood, bitches. Because I'm Italian. I fucking love my life, yo. I fucking love my life. Yo, these next 3 decades is about to be turned up for real. On some more real shit. Guess what, family? We back! We back, bitches, and we burning shit down on some more real shit. We back, bitches, and we burning shit down. So as you move into this journey of getting to know you, make it your business for your past to be just that, a little organization tool for yourself. Do not let your past be the end all be all. Use your past. Use your past to assist you with pushing forward and flying into your great future. My name is High Priestess Ishra, and this has been another occult message by us, Semyaza Healing Core. And remember, you guys, to keep up with our expansion deal, feel free to check us out at Patreon and OnlyFans at Dark Goddess 99. Blessed and fire, you guys, and we'll see you in the next cipher. Later. I don't agree with the test. Long story short, I don't agree with the heritage test. But, 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 I'm going to work with it and see where it goes from there. Later, you guys. For real, real. Thanks for listening, you guys. Thanks for watching. And I will see you in the next video. Hey, blood is blood, but blood is so much thicker than water.